Hello again, everyone. Merry Christmas and welcome back again for another video. What we're doing today is we're going to continue our discussion that I had going on a bit ago about arcade cabinets. Now, if you watch some of my previous stuff, you'll remember I did the ArcadeDoubleUp conversion into a hyperspin. And of course, I put a 20-inch monitor in there, a custom-made control panel, and yeah. What we're doing today is a kit called the ArcadeDoubleUp. The ArcadeDoubleUp is made by a guy named Dave. I'll link to his YouTube channel and the instructions for putting this together right up there in the corner if you want to check this out. I'm not going to go over putting this together. No. Instead, I'm going to go over modding this thing a bit. So here's one of the side panels for the case. As you can see, it's kind of a shorter, it comes down right about there. It's kind of a bar top design. Now, the idea behind the ArcadeDoubleUp cabinets is you take the spare parts, like let's say the old monitor and the old control panel and even the old marquee, if you changed out your marquee for a custom one, and you put it into this kit right here, and that'll kind of give you not only your ArcadeDoubleUp cabinet, but it'll give you a second cabinet, or you basically double your fun because you'll have two cabinets because you're using the spare parts. Great idea, great concept. I love his design. I love it a lot. I loved his design so much that I decided to make a few things based around his design. We'll start with this down here, so you can see this. Here, don't hold on here. Let me turn on my media mod light here. There we go. Make it a little bit brighter in here so you can see this. This is a custom riser that I had my cabinet company build for me. It's got Ms. Pacman graphics, as you can see. We got a Ms. Pacman thing going on here. Now, what's special about this is it actually has a refrigerator inside. You can store your sodas, your beer, your tea, milk, whatever. Great little idea to do with a riser, since like a riser like this, typical riser like down at the bottom there is going to raise it up a little bit. Of course, this is a bar top, so it had to be a little bit bigger riser. So what I did is I had the cabinet company build one that would come to exactly the same height when it's finished as the ArcadeDoubleUp will with its riser in. So these two cabinets, when they are combined, are going to be the same height, and this one's going to be a little more special here because, of course, I got the refrigerator going on there. Pretty cool, huh? So today we're going to be doing a Ms. Pacman conversion here. Now, what I did is I had some custom graphics done for the bezel here. As you can see, we can turn this to the side a little bit. It says ArcadeDoubleUp there. Yeah, I had my local graphics company print those up for me. I also had some other graphics that I purchased from ArcadeGraphics.com that are to go on here. But right now I got a little bit of the painting done on this. I kind of had a jump start on this a little bit because actually was trying to get this video out by Christmas, and I was really kind of pressed for time with a lot of stuff. And I got something else to show you too that's really cool coming up here. But for now though, I'm going to go over this a little bit. Let's talk about this kit here a little bit. First of all, I'll show you this. I've actually painted this pink on this side, so when we're looking at it, you'll see a pink right in there. Another thing I did is I had some grooves cut in the middle there so we could put some T-molding in there. This kit does not come finished. You basically will have to do the finishing work to it yourself, but in my opinion, I love that because that's part of the fun, really, is building it yourself. I mean, something like an ArcadeDoubleUp, that's kind of like an IKEA kit there. Cheap wood, cheap crap. It's just more or less just commercialized shit that you probably shouldn't buy. The only reason I bought one was because my son's a Pacman freak, and he collects everything Pacman. So we got the arcade one up to, you know, add to his little theme of Pacman stuff. But anyways, what I like about Dave's kit here is, for one thing, the wood here is a lot thicker than an arcade one-up would be. It's a better quality wood as well. You know, the design is so simple. You know, it's pretty much standard bar top. And like I said, I loved his design. I loved it so much that I kind of felt like I had no choice but to build something around his design and really make it look cool. So that's what we've started out here with, is the painting. Now, I got that done earlier today because I wanted to give it time to dry, so when I got home from work, I could start doing this crap. But I'm going to get to assembling this here. And here, let me take this off here so you can get a look at this before we get going. I'm going to run a Raspberry Pi in here. I could have used the old Pacman stuff, but that's just not me. I ain't going to do that. But underneath this bezel here is actually the old Pacman graphic. What I did is I had my graphics company in town here redesign this bezel, and then I just did an overlay of the original Pacman graphic, and then put a secondary piece of plexiglass over that to protect it. So it looks like it's one piece, but it's actually two pieces of plexiglass with the graphic sandwiched in between. It kind of worked out better that way for me, I thought. So let me finish putting this back together in its base form, and then we'll move on to what else I'm going to be doing to this thing, and you can check this out when I'm done. So let's go to the next scene. All right, that took me a whole 3 minutes to do. Pretty quick, pretty easy. Doing my test fitting now. Now we can see how this is starting to look a little bit here. We can see the marquee going on there, the bezel, and the sides going on there. This is pretty much almost done. Almost. Next, we got to work on the sides here. Now, what I'm going to do next is, let me grab them off the shelf here. I got some graphics here that I got from ArcadeGraphics.com. These were especially made for the ArcadeDoubleUp. You can see that right there. That's going to go on the side. I noticed the blue on these graphics are a little bit of a different tint than the blue that I have. Now, the blue that I had my graphics guys do is actually more true to color than what these ones are. I mean, these are nice graphics, you know, good quality, nice material. You know, same thing as mine. It's just there's a little bit of a color difference there. But, I mean, you know, that's not going to throw me off too much. I'm not going to whine. It's still going to look pretty damn good. But, you know, I guess I can't give no advice on that since mine's custom. So that's kind of on me that, you know, if the colors are off a little bit different, but you know, I guess maybe I'm just whining a little bit, but not really. But anyway, so what I'm going to do next then is I'm going to set these on the side, and I'm going to put the graphics on. Now, I have everything screwed down. I did that first. I wanted to get them screwed down first. That way the holes where the screw holes are going to be hidden by the graphics themselves. And it's going to be pretty easy too. You know, I'm just basically going to lay this on the side, flip it over, and I'll trim one of the graphics. I'll come back here after I did some trimming on one of the sides here, just so I can talk about that a little bit. But putting these on is relatively easy. I'm not going to show you. There's a bunch of videos out here that will show you how to put these graphics on right. But let me cut this scene here, and we'll come back when I get this done. All right, side graphics are on. That didn't take too long at all. I had my son Sean come down and give me a hand with this. He thought this was pretty cool. Now, you'll notice there's a little bit of overhang here. Now, I'm going to go ahead and take my razor blade, kind of trim that overhang a little bit. But you really don't have to go too far out. Like right here, if you can see this area where it overhangs, this is no big deal, because this you can actually just fold down like this and then just put your T-molding on it. And the T-molding will actually cover up that overhang a bit. So Yeah, again, what I'm going to do then is I'm just going to take my razor blade around the edges here, get rid of some of the thicker overhang, like right here. There's a whole bunch of it. And then I'm going to go ahead and slap my T-molding on. So we'll cut to the next scene. All right. T-molding is installed right here, and right here it goes all the way around. I actually kind of stopped right about there just because of this board there. I want to make sure I could get that in. And I'll probably have to put a little snip right there too so I can get that other board in. I already noticed one problem in my graphics already. Not much I can do about it at this point unless I have them reprint it, but I'm not going to worry about it. Now, you see right here where I put this customized ArcadeDoubleUp thing right here. I noticed that I think I went a little too low. I think only a little bit of it's going to show. If I'm looking at this right, because I think it's going to come right about there. I don't have the control panel handy to show you that, but you'll see that when the control panel goes on. You know, in retrospect, I should have had them take this ArcadeDoubleUp graphic and move it up there a little bit. Well, we live, we learn, right? I mean, I know it'll cover up the screw holes, or the screws right here, and which is fine. But this is going to be off a little bit. But oh well, you know, that's what happens when you do custom. You know, sometimes you fuck up, and I fucked up. But you know, you live, you learn. But anyways, the bottom's in now. This is in now. Now I can start working on the back part a little bit here. That I think we're going to save for a part 2, possibly. I don't know if I want to get into that. Let me show you the next thing here, and this is something I've been saving till the end here, of course. Something pretty cool that I want to show y'all. Let me cut the scene here, and we will come back to that. Okay, so here's my custom control panel that I did for it. You can see that I've got, you know, all my admin buttons: play, eject, admin, pause, player 1 start, coin, player 2 start, power button, and even a volume control. And then, of course, you know, the joystick and the 6 buttons, and these will, of course, light up. So, I told Dave in his video, one of his videos, that I kind of had a little surprise in store, and I do, and I want to show you that. This surprise is basically based on his design, because I loved his design so much. I wanted to do something else with it, you know. If you're thinking, you know, the refrigerator's cool, yeah, it is, but I wanted to do something more with this thing, and well, I guess to give you an idea, I've got, you know, the ArcadeDoubleUp Pacman, of course, that I've been working on. I got the Ms. Pacman going on right here. I mean, you know, Pacman, Ms. Pacmans, you know, you put those together, what do you get? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce to you so this little contraption I call Arcade PacUp, as in pack up and go. Again, it's based off of Dave's design there. You notice that it fit inside Dave's cabinet. It will also fit inside an ArcadeDoubleUp cabinet, the Generation 1 cabinets. It has its own speakers on the bottom. Now a disclaimer here, this looks like crap. This is just a prototype. I've been working with my local cabinetry company to do this, but I just kind of wanted to show you how far I've gotten with it so far. Now, if you look at my office here, you can see it's trashed again. Of course, you know, it's always trashed. But believe it or not, when I started out this project, this was perfectly clean. And you'll actually see that in the second video I have, which is going to be covering this. But let me give you a little rundown here. It's going to run on Raspberry Pi 4. Here's my Pi right here. As you can see, I got LED, you know, lights there on the thing there. Let's turn off the light switch real quick there so you can see that it does light up. Light switch. Okay. I got my power button right here to turn on and off the, of course, the LEDs and the Raspberry Pi. I got of course, my volume control right here. Now, I don't want to talk about this too much, just because I'm going to do a separate video on that. Today, we're doing the ArcadeDoubleUp. But again, like I said, I actually based this off of Dave's design, basically the depth of Dave's stuff here. Now, this ArcadeDoubleUp thing here, well, I'll show you a little bit of it. Let me open it up here so you can have a look. Now, you notice I can slide off this bottom piece here and access the joystick. I'm still doing a whole bunch of wiring and stuff like that in here. But anyways, you know, so here's my joystick. It's this J-stick from Ultimark. It's adjustable, so I could actually, if I wanted to, slip my cover off, switch this from 4-way to 8-way, piece of cake, and then just simply slip my cover back on and go. Now, the plan for this is it's going to have HDMI ports in the back, of course. I'm thinking I'm going to try to do an audio port for extended audio, even though it does have built-in speakers. These are little speakers. Now, if you wanted to put this like in an ArcadeDoubleUp, the one like with the speaker panels in front, that would absolutely work for you just fine. The sound would come through here, and that would travel actually out through the panel right about here on the ArcadeDoubleUp. Same thing with the ArcadeOneUp. You, of course, would have to get a different J panel. You can get those from Tulsa Arcades and other places that sell replacement J panels, and you just get the one with the speaker holes. Pop this in here, and there's your sound. Now, on this cabinet here, I'm actually going to put some speakers up on top in the back as well. So this will actually be running 4 speakers, but we'll go over that when I get more into the Raspberry Pi portion. I'm not going to talk about Raspberry Pi stuff too much in this video, just because I want to focus on other things. But you can see how this looks right here. Let me turn this to the side here. I have it designed where when it's out of its cab, like the ArcadeDoubleUp or the ArcadeOneUp, it'll actually sit kind of at an angle. The control board itself is just your basic first-gen ArcadeOneUp control board. And as you can see, it is only a 1-player. And I am doing some special little tricks and stuff here to make the 12-volt and 5-volt work. And like I said, I will get into that when I do the video on that. Now, I've got 5 days off here because it's, you know, Christmas time, and so I got a little break from work there. So this is actually what I'm going to be working on for the next few days, getting this ready to do a video on this. And I will have all kinds of instructions on how to make one. As well as sell you one if you want to buy one. Like I said, right now, though, it's in prototype form. But this is the surprise ending that I wanted to show for this video, is this little junior arcade PacUp that you can also use inside your ArcadeOneUp and ArcadeDoubleUp. So, yeah, it's just a nice way so that if you've got, you know, all these games and stuff that you put on a Raspberry Pi, and let's say you converted your cabinet, and, well, let's say you want to take it along to Grandma's house. You know, it's like, hey, it's Christmas time, we're all going to Grandma's, but, you know, you want to play your arcade games, well, then you could just take this with you. You know, just unscrew it from the sides of your cab and get a, you know, HDMI cable, plug it into Grandma's TV or whatever, and off you go. Pretty slick, huh? You know, like I said, you know, built-in speakers there even. It's pretty cool. Right now it is in concept form, but this is going to be it for this video, guys. Check out Dave's website. It's ArcadeDoubleUp.com. Check out those kits. If you've bought an ArcadeOneUp and you'd like to maybe, you know, do something with the extra parts because you modified it and put a Raspberry Pi in it yourself, his kits are a great idea. They're real easy to do. This one here only took me minutes to put together, literally minutes. It was just so simple, you know, and you can customize it so many different ways. This was my customization. I'll show a final picture on this. I'll probably post this one to the builds.gg website along with, you know, where you'll typically see all my other builds at. But that's going to be it for this one, guys. Everybody have a great Christmas. When you see me again in another video, it's probably going to be the arcade PacUp here, and I'm going to go, and it's probably going to be a pretty epic long video because I'm going to give a long explanation on all this shit right here. It'd make it worth the mess that I made again on my workshop bench here. So I'll see y'all later, guys. Have a good one.